Hey guys, welcome to the very first episode of Keeping Up with Emma K. I thought today would be a great episode to start off with the pregnancy symptoms that I've been experiencing for the first trimester. So week 4 through 12. Well, technically it's week 1 through 12, but you don't really know you're pregnant until week 4. Before I even found out I was pregnant, these were the early pregnancy symptoms that I had, which some of you may or may not relate to it. But number 1, fatigue. Number 2, frequent urination. Number 3, mood swings, major mood swings. Number 4, headaches. Number 5, back pain. I thought I was starting my period and it was completely normal for me to be having back pain, so I didn't really pay too much attention to it, which, you know, you get some of these symptoms before you start your period and it can overlap and you might not even know you're pregnant. 6, dizziness. It's really bad. I couldn't even stand up. Like if I would stand up really fast, I would feel really dizzy, like I needed to sit down or lay down. 7, cramps, completely normal. If you're about to start your period, you start cramping a couple of days before or even a week before your period is going to start. 8, bloating. I was bloated, but in an unusual bloating. It wasn't like my period bloating. I just felt so heavy, like I had so much gas buildup inside of me. These are the early pregnancy symptoms that I had before I found out that I was pregnant. 2 days before my missed period, I just had an intuition. I went to get my nails done and something just wasn't right, and instinctively I just thought to myself, just go home and take a pregnancy test. And I had those cheapy Amazon pregnancy sticks still left over from Max's pregnancy, which came in handy because I came home and ran to the restroom. I took the pregnancy test and the results came back in like less than a minute, and it was not even like a faint positive, it was just positive. Like you could tell I was pregnant. I was in complete shock. I said, oh my god. I couldn't hide it. I had to tell Thaddeus because I just was feeling so crappy that he probably thought something was wrong with me. I needed to go see the doctor, so I had to let him know that I was actually pregnant. Nothing was wrong with me. So for the first week, which is week 4 through 6, I was experiencing these symptoms. I had a missed period and I got a positive test, home pregnancy test. I was so tired, you guys. I had no energy whatsoever. I couldn't even get off the couch. I was nauseous. Constantly using the restroom. Like I couldn't even get out of the restroom. It was so bad. Motion sickness, being in the car made me sick, and just moving around, I was dizzy. I had a strong sense of smell. Everything around me I could smell, and it started bothering me, giving me headaches. Low energy. I was eating a lot of carbs, which wasn't normal for me because I was on a pretty healthy diet, or getting back to a pretty healthy diet. And I know this is not the symptom that you want to hear, but I had so much gas, like to the point where Thaddeus was like making fun of me, like, did you just fart or was that Maximus? And I couldn't control it. My body was just releasing so much gas. I guess all the toxins out of my body. Now on to weeks 7 through 8. These were the pregnancy symptoms that I experienced. First, I had high blood pressure. My blood pressure is typically high in the beginning, the first trimester. I experienced the same thing with Maximus. I had to go to the hospital a couple of times to get checked out because my doctor was concerned about it. It doesn't turn into preeclampsia. I had heartburn. Food just wasn't tasty. I didn't really want to eat anything except bread anything that didn't have a smell to it or taste that was just too strong. Extreme fatigue. I was so exhausted. I couldn't even look after Max. I just felt like I needed to sleep the whole day. I had pregnancy cramps, which again, every pregnancy is different. I can't remember if I had it with Max. I probably did, but you start freaking out and it's completely normal. I want you guys to know. And also week 8 is when I had spotting. Everyone tells you that it's normal, it's happens in pregnancy, don't freak out, but you do end up freaking out. And when you see blood, that's like the first trimester, all you're looking out for is bleeding. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but I've had a miscarriage before, and it's traumatizing because that's like the last thing you want to see is when you go to the restroom, you're wiping and you see blood. But if it's just spotting, you're not bleeding, it's completely normal. Pregnancy symptoms for week 9 through 10. I had pregnancy cramps, constipation, weird vivid dreams. Like, it didn't even make sense, but I usually don't remember my dreams at night. In the morning, if I wake up and you ask me what did you dream about, I have no idea. I can't tell you. But the first trimester, and specifically week 9, my dreams were so vivid, it was kind of scary. Like, I remembered every detail the next morning. I had morning sickness. Those are not fun at all, to the point where I can't even brush my teeth because I'm scared of throwing up. Mood swings were another major emotional roller coaster in week 9 that I experienced. I would just start crying for no reason. Watching a movie or seeing something on Instagram, social media that was sentimental, I would just start crying. I started having nasal congestion. I freaked out because the first thing that you think about is I'm getting sick, and being in COVID season, a season like it comes every year, just being in COVID, it's scary because you don't want to end up in a hospital, you don't want to get sick, you want to take care of yourself, but it's completely normal for you to start having nasal congestion in pregnancy because of all the hormone changes and the blood rushing throughout your body, that you start having nasal congestion. And headaches, consistent headaches, where, you know, I tried staying away from taking medicine, but I had to. My doctor said you can't let it get to the point where it's not controllable, so you have to take medicine if you start having headaches, because then it turns into really, really bad migraines, which can cause high blood pressure. Started experiencing changes to my breast. It started hurting. Sometimes I would carry Max and he would like touch my breast, and it was like, oh my god, it hurts so much. I started seeing visible veins like around my breasts, my legs. It started getting very, very dark, very visible, and you start getting increased vaginal discharge. Just gonna leave it at that. Weeks 11 through 12, I had major acne breakout. All the pregnancy hormones were getting to me, and I was just, my face was breaking out like there was no tomorrow. And waking, I feel like my weight just doubled, just overnight. And there's nothing you can do about it. You have to embrace it. It's part of pregnancy. I had leg pain, sciatica pain on my right side, my hip, shooting down my leg, and I started getting dark spots like around my face. Pigmentation, discoloring of your skin is completely normal. You could get it on different parts of your body, and it just happens that it comes on my face. I had it with Maximus. I didn't have it as early as I did with this pregnancy, but it's something that I know I get during pregnancy, and it goes away. And then week 12 is when I started experiencing the pregnancy glow everyone talks about. Just, you know, miraculously my skin cleared up. I had no more No more acne. The headaches did still continue. My appetite was normal. I wasn't feeling as nauseous. I was like, thank God I'm over the first trimester. I could get back to normal and I'm gonna start feeling better and I could do more activities with Max, but I still had the high blood pressure. Two of the apps that I use for pregnancy tracking are Ovia and Pregnancy Plus. I like them both for different reasons, but I go back and forth between the two of getting information. They both have great articles, things that you can look up, relate to. I found myself looking at the apps less for the second pregnancy than I did with the first pregnancy. So those are the two apps that you guys should definitely check out. That is helpful. It helps track pretty much everything for you, from doctor visits to week by week pregnancy symptoms. Anything else that you guys want to know is pretty much in there. So check it out and let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. That way I can make more content for you guys. That would be helpful for all the mamas out there. First time, second time, third time, whatever it is that you're going through. It's always helpful to have someone else's insight into pregnancy. So until next time, bye guys.